Sit back, relax, and enjoy, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
It's not gonna happen, and Daniel McMillan,
Pennsylvania native, kept here winning here at Pocono.
Third win of the season, and win the championship.
Ryan Benjamin with the last lap pass.
And he is going to score the victory in the Minute Maid 300.
Salmon Oskin, third win of the season.
He's gonna get it and only leads 3 laps today!
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
Time is absolutely flying by in this season. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to race number 26 of the inaugural season of the NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series. We are live from the 1997 version of Atlanta Motor Speedway, the superior version. Trying to get you a better look. There it is. We are technically what is the back straightaway now, where the pit road is. Getting ready to go get set here for 66 laps in the Folds of Honor Cookout 500 here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Trey Wright, and our first race of the chase here, of the 10-race chase in the Mission BBQ Cup Series. Already going to have 10 races left in this season before we pack it all up until February when we get back to Daytona. But definitely going to be a very, very fun afternoon of racing here. 66 laps around this mile-and-a-half oval, back when this track was actually not just a tire wear thing that it is. Not really fond of Atlanta, the current Atlanta Motor Speedway, I should say, but definitely very fun. And then after the chaotic North Wilkesboro weekend last weekend, actually the chaotic short track weekend, because we also had Bristol Saturday night, then the doubleheader, and then the North Wilkesboro doubleheader. That definitely shook up the points, including Jonathan Logan sneaking his way in as a wild card, the last wild card to get in, and he qualified for the pole in the number 10 alongside 77 of Dustin Davis. Row 2, the 8 of Danny DeVito Jr. starts alongside 32 of James Edwards. Row 3, Carter Joey starts alongside Charlie Davenport. Row 4, number 1 of Colton Yo, another wild card driver. He starts alongside the 76 of Tristan Allen. Row 5, number 40 of Owen Miles starts alongside the number 10 of Keegan Thompson. Your last winner here, looking for his 5th win in the Mission BBQ Cup Series. And he actually got in on points, did not need the wild card. And that definitely shook things up quite a bit. You see Brady Wilmington, another chase driver, in 11th. Benjamin Dover, he's been fairly consistent all year long. There's a couple of chase drivers right next to each other. 88 of Landon Smith Jr., regular season champion, and the 94 of Tyler Reynolds. There's Zachary Fitzwater just barely missing out. Eric Monaco in the 75. Derek Hamill somehow sneaking his way into the final points position. Al Agassi in the 34. Then the final chase driver in the field is the number 79 of Logan Williams. Actually, I think we did pass Madison Tull, trying to find where she is. There she is in the number 99. And that should be all of the chase drivers. Get you back to the field and read off your chase points. So with the seeding last week, Landon Smith Jr. is your current points leader with 10,100 in points. Brady Wilmington is second with 10,090 points. Eric Monaco third with 10,080 points. And all the way down to Derek Hamill with 10,010 points, and then Colton Yo and Jonathan Logan, your 2 wildcard drivers, each have 10,000 points apiece. But Colton Yo being ahead of Jonathan Logan with the highest points, but they're even with points, so it doesn't really matter. Gonna get the cars rolling off here in just a moment. Actually, they are rolling off right here, so making sure all 40 cars are rolling off. Going to be doing 66 laps around this mile-and-a-half speedway. Pit window is going to be at roughly lap 35 to 40, if I'm not mistaken. In our first race of the chase in the NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series, heading on to what is currently turn 4, and what it was turn 2 back in the day. This is this is 5 years past where NASCAR's Instant Classic, the 1992 Hooters 500 was. And we are definitely in store for a fun one here at the old school Atlanta Motor Speedway. Got some really good, cool camera angles here So we'll be alternating between TV1 and TV2 for most of the day, and even the spectator cam is pretty dank around here. We'll focus on with TV2 for the beginning of the race. Yes, we're on TV2, just gonna make sure. Everyone's rolling off. You see Logan Williams starting P39, and that's 79. And this is going to be an insane race here. Papyrus pace car pulling off on a pit lane. And down this long front straightaway, Jonathan Logan leads them down. We're green flag racing. It's chase time! Down the front straightaway, first lap is going to be led by Jonathan Logan in a 10 car, if I'm not mistaken. Waiting for timing and scoring, yes, by just about a 100th of a second. But DeVito Jr., he's trying to go through here. Meanwhile, these guys are pretty insane in the back. And a lot of chase drivers are starting in the second half of the field. So if there's a wreck up in the front there, it is possible that they could be swept up in an accident. 3 wide middle here. Dustin Davis on that outside started second. He has already fallen back to 5th. Jonathan Logan also stuck on that outside lane. Does not appear the outside is as good as the inside. Meanwhile, just about 3 wide here. We're into 62, the 66. That got close there between Colton Yo and the 51 of Carter Joey. Jonathan Logan really wide through turn 3. He is going to lose a couple of positions in that 10 car. Meanwhile, it's just about single file in the front. Danny DeVito Jr. is going to lead his second lap of the race with James Edwards right on his heels. To the inside of Edwards in the 77 is Dustin Davis looking for his first NOFSRL sanctioned win, if I'm not mistaken. 3 wide in the back there. Benjamin Dovey, your Armory Digital winner, chase driver, is right there, and 3 wide with Zachary Davis and Riley Sampson. You might have noticed that the chase drivers are denoted by the orange logo, the orange background on their windshield with the Mission BBQ logo, Cup Series logo. Mission BBQ logo, no. Yeah, the Mission BBQ Cup Series logo is not on the windshields, but to the lead in the 77, Dustin Davis looking to lead his first laps of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Meanwhile, Colton Yo being pushed by his wild card driver counterpart, Jonathan Logan, in the top 5. Both these guys had strong qualifying runs. Meanwhile, back in the pack, 3 wide here, Brady Wilmington on the outside of Matt Tuck and Nathan Buchanan. And then currently last place in number 34, Al Agassi, did not get a good qualifying effort. Same with Derek Hamill. I'm very surprised Derek Hamill was able to piece together some finishes to catapult his way into the chase, but he is here. But currently running in the 38th position. Same with Tyler Reynolds. A lot of chase drivers running in the back as Reynolds looks to shoot the gap. Not going to quite get there, but back to the lead. Colton Yo has taken the lead away with Jonathan Logan as a drafting partner. Probably 2 of the biggest long shots to win the championship in New Jersey. Definitely going to be very fun here. Seeing what the fastest lap is. Fastest lap belongs to Matt Tuck in the 52. Seeing where he is. There he is in the 52, just right outside the top 10, if I'm not mistaken. It's currently P15, so he's got a bad, fast Mitsubishi running in that inside line in P15, right underneath his teammate of Daisy Johnson. And speaking of Johnson, the other female in the field, looking for her second win of the season, Madison Tall for NS Racing. There's Keegan Thompson, the man who threw an absolute nuke into the points. We all thought Jonathan Logan was going to throw a nuke into the points, but then Keegan Thompson was like, watch, I'm going to win 4 races and get into the top 10 in points. So it looks like a couple of chase drivers in the back here are losing some ground. Jake Hoover, your winner in the first Dodge Motodrome race. Currently running 38th here in front of the 34 and the 91 of Lagacy and Hamill respectively. But it's been a fairly calm race so far here. at the 1997 Atlanta Motor Speedway. Colton Yo continues to lead, but he's got company on this back door in the 88, not the 88, the 8 of Danny DeVito Jr. The 88 of Landon Smith Jr. is all the way back there, but for second, here comes Caleb Rose in the 54, looking for his first win of the season. He's going to have a nose in on the 1 of Yo. Down the front straight away, but Yo is going to lead that lap, but here comes Caleb Rose in the 54, looking to lead his first laps of the day. Not seeing we are seeing a whole lot of passing, but not a whole lot of changing for position. Pretty much every driver is around where they started. They're a sixth of the way through the Folds of Honor Cookout 500. James Edwards a little wide through turns 3 and 4, but he's going to get all right. He's going to get caught in the sucker hole between Logan and Yadel, who's Yadel especially making some strides. Did not make the chase, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean he still can't go out and win a couple of races. That's exactly the thought process for Caleb Rose in that 54. Just had a very, very terrible, absolutely horrendous mid-season in that 54. Was last in points for a handful of races, but he's had a couple of strong runs in that 54 for Velocitar Racing. And I think win number 1 for that driver is definitely coming. Battle for second here. Keegan Thompson on the outside of Danny DeVito Jr. A lot of the guys that we're seeing as long shots to make the chase right up here in the top 10. Well, we knew Keegan Thompson, once he won his 3rd race at Chicagoland, he essentially locked up the first wildcard spot, but we did not see him as a championship caliber driver, but he's running pretty consistent as of late, as he's going to go to the outside of Jonathan Logan. Logan possibly going to get around him for the 3rd position. Cars are relatively staying together here as we focus on the 14 of Zachary Davis, your Milwaukee winner earlier this season. 3 wide here, mid-pack between DeVito Sr., Tuck, and Yo. Yo is going to get the launch off of the corner. They're still going to be 3 wide now. He's going to get held up just a little bit. Now Tuck is going to get caught in the sucker hole. Ooh, a little bit of slight contact with the 97 of Yadel, but still in the lead is a 54 of Caleb Rose. There's Thompson, Logan. There's Eric Monaco. Monaco has definitely had some poor qualifying results, but he gets it done on the racetrack. Probably the biggest mover of the race. Seeing where some other chase drivers are. Haven't really mentioned Madison Tall all that much. Tyler Reynolds is moving his way through the field quite nicely in that 94. Trying to see what other chase drivers. Logan Williams started 39th on the field. He has moved his way currently up to 28th. So a little bit better as we see. Oh, got a wreck in the front. It's Daisy Johnson, Tyler Reynolds. They're in front of the field. Logan Williams involved. Fitzy, Owen Miles, Charlie Davenport into a bunch of chase drivers. Davenport is absolutely destroyed. Benjamin Dover was involved. Legacy, Hamill, Wilmington. Think Landon Smith Jr. got a piece. Tristan Allen with heavy damage. So is Logan Williams. Saw Reynolds is involved. Fitzy. Cole Sampson once again involved in an incident. And the yellow flag is out for the first time this afternoon. Caleb Rose led them back, and Charlie Davenport absolutely manhandled in that 66. Stapleton involved. Hamill and Legacy probably 2 biggest drivers involved. Dover really involved, and actually Wilmington. Ooh, that got close there. Wilmington gonna get a little love tap from the 27 of Hoover. And that came out of absolutely nowhere. We got pit stops coming up on the pit lane here. Obviously, they're going to be on the pit lane with Charlie Davenport still in front of these guys. But man, oh man, that wreck essentially came out of absolutely nowhere. Good thing we're focusing more towards in the back. We're going to focus along with Caleb Rose in the 54 as he makes his stop. Seeing if they pull strategy 2-tire stop for the driver of the 54. A little bit of contact on the pit lane between the 48 and the 99. Madison Tall possibly gonna repair some damage. No, 2-tire stop for the driver of the 99. See who wins the race off the pit lane. And Caleb rose by a long shot drag race for second there between 7 of Keegan Thompson and the 25 of Nathan Smith. Looks like pretty much everyone getting off the pit lane. Dustin Davis, extended repairs on the 77, and then a lot of guys getting repairs. Brady Wilmington, Benjamin Dover, Landon Smith Jr. once again involved in something. Fairly big accident here on the front straightaway on lap 16, if I'm not mistaken, involving a lot of chase drivers. As you see, the hood has come off the 27 of Jake Hoover. Wilmington going to come off the pit lane. He's going to lose a ton of time. Pretty big accident here for our first caution of the day at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Let's take a look and see what happened as we actually... Before we take a look and see what happened, I want to see if Hamill and Lagacy are actually going to stay out here. Not sure if this is strategy. No, it looks Caleb Rose is still your leader. I think these guys are on the tail end of the lead lap. Yes, they are. So that'll probably be make things interesting on the restart. But before we get to the restart, let's see what happened to bring out the first caution of the day here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the running of the not the Quick Trip 500, the Folds of Honor Cookout 500. So 4 wide off the corner really does not work here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. See Daisy Johnson turn off the nose of the 19 of Rodriguez, Owen Miles as well. And with Tyler Reynolds, and you see Miles is going to come right back into traffic. So is Daisy Johnson. There is a heavy damage to the 66 of Davenport, and then it's a logjam for all the guys on the outside lane. And you see Fitzy going to come back. I think somebody, yes, Charlie Davenport going to come right back into traffic, right into Benjamin Dover, and the 91 of Hamill and Brady Wilmington, a little bit of damage, and then the 27 of Hoover. With hood damage, Stapleton, Trey Smith, Jonathan Logan, Josh Williamson, I should say, Ryan Benjamin, Mitchell Collins, a lot of good cars involved, and then 27 of Hoover making contact with the 46 of Caleb Campbell. So that is not good, and obviously the entire field for Charlie Davenport Motorsports was taken out. That field being one car, but he is gonna finish last, if I'm not mistaken. You see Daisy Johnson with a lot of damage on the side of that 53. Following along here with Daisy Johnson in real time, just unfortunately going 4 wide, nowhere for Charlie Davenport to go. Tyler Reynolds actually got it through that relatively unscathed, but then Charlie Davenport decided to try and go bowling, and he bowled a strike in that 66, but kind of cost him what was left of his race car. So very, very unfortunate circumstances for a lot of chase drivers in the back of the field, especially Benjamin Dover, Al Lagacy. I think Benjamin Dover, the the chase driver, getting the biggest damage in that 56. But back to the race lead. Actually, no, Logan Williams got a lot of damage, but he was behind Benjamin Dover, so I don't know. Fitzy once again involved in something stupid that was not to his liking. But Caleb Rose in the 54 had a huge lead over these guys. That's all going to be diminished here in just a moment. He came down the pit lane, and he will be your leader on the restart here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. We're back here for the... We're back here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, cleaning up our first yellow of the day. Take a look and see who got knocked out from the incident. Charlie Davenport, Logan Williams, all knocked out, and then I think 76 of Tristan Allen also knocked out. Daisy Johnson is currently 1 lap down, and then a lot of cars on the tail end of the lead lap, including the 91, including chase drivers of Lagacy and Hamill, and Keegan Thompson. Actually, no, Thompson is P3. So about 5 drivers that are on the tail end of the lead lap in front of the 54 of Caleb Rose, and his teammate of Daisy Johnson is currently 1 lap down. Green flag back out in the air here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Coming to being a third of the way through this race, and Derek Hamill is going to pull away from these guys. These guys hoping for a quick yellow here, and they might just get one. By the way, Caleb Rose being slowed down in the 54. Here comes Nathan Smith to the high side of Rose. He's going to have a little bit of drafting help from Keegan Thompson. They might get slowed up here by the 53 of Daisy Johnson just a little bit. This could get dicey here. Rose is going to prevail to the lead, using Daisy Johnson as a pick on the outside lane. They're going to go. Smith and Keegan Thompson are going to go bye-bye. Now Caleb Rose just has to try and finagle his way around these tail end of the lead lap cars, but he's got Eric Monaco, a chase driver, right on his back bumper. Nathan Smith a little bit wide through the corner, a third of the way here through the Folds of Honor Cookout 500. Monaco to the outside, but is going to have traffic in front of him, and the caution is back out. Oh, Fitzy! Oh, Fitzy! Well, that's going to be Brady Wilmington's first DNF of the season. Benjamin Dover, Riley Sampson, Ryan Benjamin. Well, we knew the streak could not go on forever. Mr. Consistency, as he's been called, just got kablamoed in the 62. Something happened in turns 3 and 4. Man, oh man, and that really saves the cars that were on the tail end of the lead lap, but especially Legacy and Hamill. Now, a lot more cars. DeVito Jr., Caleb Campbell. 5 of Cole Sampson involved. Matt Tuck with some damage. I think Carter Joey was involved. Pretty large accident here. Nathan Buchanan, Tyler Reynolds back down the pit lane. That really helps those guys that were on the tail end of the lead lap. Caleb Rose, once again, back to the caution. Won the race back to the caution flag. A massive wreck here on the back straightaway, involving a lot more chase drivers. Brady Wilmington is done. First DNF of the season, and Benjamin Dover not having the best of starts to the chase. It's really not going to help any of those guys. His MWR teammate not having a good day either. And Riley Sampson cannot seem to catch a break in these couple of races. But a very large accident in turns 3 and 4. As you see Benjamin Dover, he's going to DNF, unfortunately. Caleb Rose is your leader here. They just came down the pit lane, so I don't believe that they're going to come down again. No, they are not. So, quick caution here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway here. Let's see what happened to bring out the second caution of the day here in the Folds of Honor Cookout 500. So this is up towards the back of the field. You see Daisy Johnson in front of Keegan Thompson. I don't know if she lost power or something, but she just stops and checks up the field. And then you see DeVito Jr. into a lot of the guys, and just a ripple effect there. Juan Rodriguez once again involved. Matt Tuck, Nathan Buchanan. And then a lot more guys involved. You see Brady Wilmington and Matt Tuck involved in his second incident of the day. And then look at all the guys getting turned around. Carter Joey, Ryan Benjamin into Dustin Davis, Zachary Davis. Both Davises involved. Ooh, that's a hard shot on the outside wall for Ryan Benjamin. You're going to see Fitzy come flying through here. He's going to see Fitzy whammo right into the 62. That kills him. And then Benjamin Dover, he's just going to pack it right into the 24. And then, ooh, Juan Rodriguez just gets through, and that is batter 19. So a big accident here in turns 3 and 4 at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. That's going to take out 2 chase drivers. Very unfortunate circumstances, and then you see the end result, just a chain reaction wreck, and then unfortunately that is right in front of a lot of chase drivers. You see Fitzy going to come flying through here with Benjamin Dover. There's where Fitzy murders himself, and then 56 of Benjamin Dover kind of ends his day. And then Brady Wilmington, no faults in any of his way, but unfortunately gets taken out for the first time this season. In that 62 will get you one more different vantage point, or probably a still camera, and then get you back to your restart here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. So this is kind of showing the second crash a little bit more in depth. Pretty much the entire field just rips itself apart. And I'm going to see Zachary Fitzwater flying through here, trying to get low, and then pack the 62 of Brady Wilmington. A lot of good cars torn up in this accident, and a lot of cars are going to get taken out. But a very tough break, especially for Benjamin Dover and Brady Wilmington, 2 chase drivers. Going to join Logan Williams and the chase drivers that were involved in accidents and knocked out. But Caleb Rose is your leader here in the 54. Let's see what he can do on the restart here in the... See what he can do in the restart here at the Folds of Honor Cookout 500. Back here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, wrapping up our second caution of the day. Take a look and see who was knocked out from that incident. Zachary Fitzwater and Brady Wilmington, the biggest heartbreak. 25 races without an DNF, and his first race in the chase gets punted in the back by Fitzy and just kills his motor. Ryan Benjamin and Benjamin Dover, two MWR cars joining them in the garage. Daisy Johnson is one lap down, right underneath her teammate of Caleb Rose in the 54. And those guys join Tristan Allen, Charlie Davenport, and the 79 of Logan Williams in the garage area for cars to get knocked out. Papyrus pace car pulling off on the pit lane, closing in on halfway here through what has been a wild start to the inaugural chase for the NOFSRL champion Mission BBQ Cup Series championship. Caleb Rose leads them back to the green flag. Looks like Eric Monaco did not get a good jump. Rose is going to get a huge jump over Monaco, but Monaco going to close right back in on him. These two are going to be checking out from the field as Daisy Johnson going to block the 48 of DeVito Sr. The 32 of James Edwards looking to get Pacific Racing their second win of the season. But Caleb Rose and Eric Monaco, two polarizing stories of luck. Eric Monaco has kind of been right place, right time, and on the contrary, the 54 of Rose has been wrong place, wrong time. We've got a hornet's nest back here. Johnson is continuing to be extremely slow. She's going to hold up Colton Yo, another chase driver. Madison Tull trying to skirt it by on the outside. This could get tight here on the back straightaway. Yo and Thompson going to get held up a ton here by Daisy Johnson. She is going to finally go to the outside. Oh, I thought they were going to go 4 wide there for a second. As all happening right behind the 88 of Landon Smith Jr. and the 26 of Daniel Voiles. Let's go on board with Daniel Voiles in the 26, seeing all the chaos behind him. Daisy Johnson continues to fall back in the 53 car. 3 wide behind Voiles. Landon Smith Jr. Oh, we got to get out of the gas a ton there. Oh, contact with Colton Yo. And that could have got really nasty there. 88 of Landon Smith Jr. is going to lose a ton of ground. And not to mention his momentum is pretty much shot. Tyler Reynolds running back here. Running in currently in the... Trying to find where he is on the racetrack. Currently P20. Took me a second to find him, but back to the race lead. Eric Monaco has gotten around the 75 of Caleb Rose. Not an NOFSRL sanctioned race until we miss a pass for the lead, but we're not missing this pass. Here comes Caleb Rose back to the inside. He's going to have drafting help from 32 of James Edwards. And he's going to clear Monaco. Now does Edwards go to the inside of Rose coming off of turn 4? Yes, he does. Going to transition. Rose is going to lead the lap, but Edwards trying to go to the inside. He's... Ooh! Looks like Rose... Oh, he tried to shut the door on him, but he had to check up through the corner, and that's going to open the door for Edwards. Now, with all these guys squabbling in the front here comes a 10 of Jonathan Logan. Another chase driver looking for a decent run. But now James Edwards, he's going to lead his first lap of the day. Here, cross flags here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway for James Edwards and the rest of the field. Halfway home through the Folds of Honor Cookout 500 here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's been a very, very chaotic, to say the least, race here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. A lot of chase drivers being involved in incidences. See Eric Monaco, Jonathan Logan, Madison Tull. A couple of chase drivers running up here. Looks like Keegan Thompson thought about going 3 wide underneath Stapleton and Williams. Now Legacy, he's kind of rose up through here. Yo, Yo was not your pole sitter. He started P5. Colton Yo currently in the 17th position last time by. Landon Smith Jr., Tyler Reynolds, Derek Hamill in the 91. There's a plethora of cars. I think that's all the chase drivers left in the field. Yes, it is, as Logan Williams, Brady Wilmington, and somebody else, 56 of Benjamin Dover, all knocked out. So we have 33 cars left on the racing surface and 32 cars left on the lead lap. James Edwards is your leader here. And now we got a ton of cars up here. See Nathan Smith looking for his second win of the season. Also, Dave Benjamin Jr. looking to get Full Frontal Motorsports their second win of the season. 48 of Danny DeVito Sr. trying to get Buck Racing their first win of the season. Jonathan Logan, another chase driver, just wanting to get past Eric Monaco to possibly surpass him in the points here, especially if Monaco wrecks. But it's all the James Edwards show currently. And I think these guys should be good to go all the way, but they are rapidly closing in on lap traffic. Jake Hoover is really slow on that 27. They're going to catch him this lap, just about 3 wide behind these guys between Rose, Monaco, and Logan. Now this is where the damaged lap traffic starts to come into play. James Edwards going to get held up just a little bit. But here comes a 25 of Smith on the outside. Oh, not going to quite get there. And this 27 is holding up this front pack a ton. There goes Edwards to the inside. Spotting a window, but that's going to bring in a lot of these guys in this pack up. That's going to hold out up that outside line. So Rose, Monaco, and Smith going to go more towards the back. And now it's a dogfight for first place between the 42 of Dave Benjamin Jr. and the 32 of James Edwards. And Jonathan Logan currently third. Danny DeVito Sr. P4. And then rounding out your top 5 is chase driver Madison Tall. Jonathan Logan is also on the chase. Did not mention that. Next car on the chopping block to be lapped is Owen Miles, but he is currently 16 seconds behind. And when lap times are 28 seconds, he is roughly about 12 seconds behind. So we're not going to be seeing him be a factor anytime soon. But meanwhile, back to the front, Dave Benjamin Jr. has got that 32 of Edwards right on his back bumper. Edwards looking for a possible opening in the 32. There he goes to the inside of Dave Benjamin Jr. through turn 1. Oh, Jr. had to get off the gas just a little bit. He's going to be stuck on that outside lane. Your race leader, James Edwards, in the 32. You see that 48 right on him. DeVito Sr. right on that back bumper of that 32 and to the inside. Edwards is going to lead that lap right there, and the caution is back out. I think it was a 46 of Caleb Campbell. Saw a dark cloud in turn 2. Oh no, that was Riley Sampson in the 24. I think he hit the outside wall hard, and I think 46 of Caleb Campbell, who just retired, had something to do with it, but the caution flag is back out here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway for Riley Sampson and Caleb Campbell. These drivers trying to sort everything out. Pit road is open, but we don't see any takers here. So I think that gives us the all clear to review what happened to Riley Sampson. Looks like he took a hard shot into the wall. He has gone behind the wall. No, he has not just quite yet. Trying to get back there. There he is. Well, there he was. There he is. So Riley Sampson taking a hard shot into the outside wall, it seemed. Let's see what happened on to bring out the third caution of the afternoon here. Closing in on 2/3 of the way through the Folds of Honor Cookout 500 here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. So close quarter racing. You're going to see Riley Sampson, who was missing her back bumper, just overdrives turn 2 just a little bit right and getting hooked by Caleb Campbell. And both of those cars destroyed, hitting the outside wall hard. And that's a concrete wall of this version of Atlanta. So thankfully this is just a video game. So Riley Sampson is not going to have any long-term injuries, thankfully. But going to slide down the racetrack in a plume of his engine's own smoke. And that is going to knock him out from this race, along with Caleb Campbell. Campbell having a tough season in that 46 Speedway Chevrolet. And that's very unfortunate for that team. With the TV2 cam, you see Sampson overdrives his corner just a little bit and then out into the outside wall and smartly locks up the brakes and then just brings that car to a nice and slow stop. Thankfully, he was nowhere near another car, but that unfortunately is going to take him out of the race along with Caleb Campbell. So By far our smallest and least, trying to think of the words here, smallest incident of the afternoon so far, but still a hard shot for the 24 of Riley Sampson, who just barely missed getting into the chase. James Edwards will be your leader coming back to the restart, so let's see what he can do here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Folds of Honor Cookout 500. Back here at the 1997 version of the Atlanta Motor Speedway, wrapping up our third caution of the afternoon. Take a look and see who was knocked out. Riley Sampson and Caleb Campbell will finish 33rd and 32nd respectively. They will join Benjamin Dover, Brian Benjamin, Brady Wilmington, Zachary Fitzwater, Tristan Allen, Logan Williams, and Charlie Davenport in the garage area. James Edwards is your race leader. Behind him is the 48 of Danny DeVito Sr., then is Dave Benjamin Jr., Jonathan Logan, and Daniel Voiles rounding out your top 5. A couple of lap cars on the inside, including Daisy Johnson, and the 27 of Jake Hoover. Hoover is extremely slow in the 27, so the rest of the field is just going to blow on by. Eric Monaco going to get held up by these lap cars just a smidge. Those could provide some entertainment for those watching at home, but some heartbreak for those in the chase. James Edwards is still your leader here, closing in on the 2/3 mark of the Folds of Honor Cookout 500 here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. And yeah, this could get ugly real fast here. 27 of Hoover is extremely slow on the outside. Have to make sure he does not get hooked by the 97 of Yadell in one of the corners. Definitely have to pay attention to this. Colton Yeo going to move to the inside. Yadell, he is trying to peek. There he goes to the inside of Hoover. I think Jake Hoover is just going to fall back behind these guys. Reynolds getting held up in the 94. And that's going to be really, really killer for him in the points. But I think not through the force yet with these guys, but I think it's about as dangerous, not as dangerous, so let's get back to the race lead. James Edwards is still in the race lead here, 2/3 of the way through the Folds of Honor Cookout 500 here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, 1997 version of Atlanta Motor Speedway. I feel like I should reiterate that because we are seeing some really good racing here. And tire wear is surprisingly not coming into play. It's Benjamin Jr. on the high side in that 42. Gonna have to watch Jonathan Logan, been fairly consistent all day as he dives underneath DeVito Sr. for P3, position 3. And he's gonna get it. Oh, I think DeVito Sr. gonna have the run on the outside. That was close at the line. Have to see the intervals with that. Dead even at the stripe between the chase driver and the non-chase driver. He's trying to get his team their first win of the season. A little bit of a 10-car breakaway. It's about 4 or 5 chase drivers. He's got Jonathan Logan, Madison Tall, 7 of Keegan Thompson, Al Agassi. So 4 chase drivers here. They don't pay me to do math effectively. You see a couple of cars with damage running in the back. Tyler Reynolds, one of your chase drivers, probably the furthest most chase driver that is still on the racing surface. Sweet, closing in on 15 to go here. I thought I heard some contact up in the front, but I did not. Now Caleb Rose, ooh, he is pushing that 75 of Monaco. He's going to punt him out of the way coming off of 4. This is the battle for 11th. Rose just wants to get a solid top 10 finish. Now Keegan Thompson, slow it right behind that 98 of Stapleton as Logan went really wide to the corner. He's going to lose a couple of positions. He's going to lose the top chase driver position to Madison Tall in the 99. James Edwards continues to lead in the 32, but he is being hounded by that 42 of Dave Benjamin Jr., who wants the race lead away. Closing in on 10 laps to go here from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. A 3-caution race so far. Josh Williamson has climbed his way to the 12th position after being involved in that initial accident on lap 16, if I'm not mistaken. Caleb Rose looking to get a top 10 for another top 10 finish for that 54 team. 75 of Eric Monaco looking to get a decent finish. He is ahead of Landon Smith Jr. Trying to see, there he is, Landon Smith Jr. in the 88. Not having a good day, currently running in the 21st position. He is in front of Derek Hamill, so he is in front of a couple of chase drivers. See Tyler Reynolds making some strides, trying to salvage some positions in that 94, but back to the race lead. James Edwards, well, we saw a pass. We missed a pass for second, I should say. So we have 12 laps to go from Atlanta. Nathan Smith looking for his second win of the season over 32 of James Edwards. See Daniel Voiles there trying to make the outside lane work off the corner. Your Watkins Glen winner. Now Legacy right there, just trying to lay low, get some points for that 34 team. Just still does not have a win this season. It looks like we have a battle for the lead brewing. A bit of a three-car breakaway. DeVito Sr. had to let off the gas going through the corner there. Coming to 10 laps to go. Next time by, I think we might be catching the 27 of Jake Hoover sometime through this run. And now to the inside, Nathan Smith in the 25 going to have drafting help from Dave Benjamin Jr. They are easily going to clear the 32 of James Edwards. And to the race lead owner for Polar Star Motorsports, the most dominant team this season, Nathan Smith to the lead, leading his first laps in a while here in the Mission BBQ Cup Series. Meanwhile, these two are stalling each other out by going side by side through the corner. That's going to allow Nathan Smith to pull away just a smidge from these two. Madison Tall has found her way into the 4th position. Her teammate and, I guess, boyfriend in real life, Nathan Stapleton, gonna try and draft her with her on the front straightaway. You know, as he can get his driver into a possible championship position. So can Keegan Thompson and Jonathan Logan look into getting a leg up over some of their competition. And I definitely got to catch 27 of Jake Hoover within the next couple of laps. 10 to go here, past 10 to go here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway for Nathan Smith. James Edwards going to go underneath the 42 of Benjamin Jr. for second. Now he's going to try and hound the 25 of Smith, but he's going to have 27 of Jake Hoover in front of him. Oh, he's going to get held up. Oh, he lost a ton of momentum there, but he's going to get around him fairly easily. James Edwards going to get held up by Jake Hoover. Oh, man, that got tight there. James Edwards just about cut off Madison Tall, and he is going to fall all the way back. That's going to kill any chances of him winning this race with Weed Killer. Jake Hoover not having a good day. Ever since he won that Dodge Motordrome race, just not having a good season for that 27 team. And James Edwards and Brady Wilmington, they're going to be furious with that 27 car. But back to the race lead, it is still Nathan Smith, but Dave Benjamin Jr. right behind him. Jonathan Logan is still up here. Same with Madison Tall, Daniel Voiles. Now Legacy coming to 5 laps to go for Nathan Smith onto the front straightaway. 5, count them, 5 to go for the driver of the 25, trying to get Polar Star Motorsports their 6th win of the season. Having a very Velocitar Racing-esque season. Velocitar Racing in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, I should say. Velocitar Racing only has 1 win this season with that guy right there, Matt Tuck at Denver, just a handful of weeks ago. Eric Monaco getting held up by Jake Hoover. Within that range, if a caution comes out, that's going to be the race. 4 to go here for Nathan Smith, and Benjamin Jr. close a ton on that 25. He's going to get a huge tow going down the back straightaway. This is going to get interesting here. A couple of non-chase drivers going for wins. Jonathan Logan trying to be the highest chase driver. And Benjamin right on that 25's bumper. 3 to go here from Atlanta. Ooh, he looked to the inside. think Nathan Smith, he's not having a good long-run car. If these guys battle for long, I think Jonathan Logan, he is going to be waiting in the wings. Oh, Benjamin had to get out of the gas just a little bit there. That's going to give the edge to Smith coming out of the corner. Benjamin Jr. is going to have a little bit lower line. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 to go here from Atlanta for Nathan Smith. He just has to hold off that 42 for 2 more laps. But Benjamin Jr. is hounding the back bumper of that 25. And if these two get together, Jonathan Logan is going to be in the catbird seat. Keegan Thompson has found his way into the top, just outside the top 5. But coming around to 1 to go for Nathan Smith. And Dave Benjamin Jr. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go for the driver of the 25. We got cars coming down the pit lane. I think those are just damaged cars. Get you back to the race lead. Keegan Thompson underneath Al Lagasse. Those are for championship positions. But here comes Nathan Smith on the back straightaway. Into turns 3 and 4. Dave Benjamin Jr. not going to get there in time. Nathan Smith wide through the corner, but it's not going to be enough. Checkered flag in the air. Nathan Smith wins at Atlanta. Second win of the season. 6th win for Polar Star Motorsports. Nathan Smith gets it done here. Dave Benjamin Jr. oh so close. And then Jonathan Logan rounding out your podium positions. And then Daniel Voiles and Keegan Thompson rounds out your top 5. Take a look at your results. Nathan Smith is your winner here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. His 2nd win of the season. Dave Benjamin Jr., Jonathan Logan, Daniel Voiles, Keegan Thompson, Madison Tall, Al Lagasse, James Edwards. He came back to 8th, but still a heartbreaker for that 32 team. Danny DeVito Sr. 9th, Nathan Stapleton 10th, and then take a look and see who was all knocked out. The biggest people being knocked out from that are Benjamin Dover, Brady Wilmington, and Logan Williams. A couple of chase drivers getting knocked out early here, and a couple of more chase drivers not with good days. Derek Hamill 23rd, Tyler Reynolds 21st, Landon Smith Jr. 22nd. So with the points being reset, even with the seating, actually Eric Monaco, trying to see where Eric Monaco is. Probably am missing him here. There he is, Eric Monaco, P16. Let me pull up where all the other drivers. I think the top 3 drivers did not really have good races. I think Eric Monaco might surpass these guys, might be the points leader after this. But Al Lagasse, Keegan Thompson, Jonathan Logan, and Madison Tall having really good days. I think Madison Tall might actually be the points leader coming out of this. Colton Yo got a P15, so pretty respectable finish for that one team, judging that they just barely squeaked in the back door for the playoffs. A chase, I should say. We don't use a P word around here because that's a dirty word. But that's all I have got. A very, very exciting race here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Nathan Smith is your winner of the Folds of Honor Cookout 500. That's all I've got. Congratulations once again to Nathan Smith on his win. Tune in, I believe, on Tuesday. Let me check the schedule here. I'm not sure if we're quite just there yet, but I think we might be. Yes. Oh, yes. We have got quite the next couple of races in the chase. Actually, I'll go over quickly the chase schedule next. So, Tuesday, August 25th, the Racing's North Turn Beach Bar and Grill 500 from the Daytona Beach Circuit. That is going to be a fun one. And then on the 27th of August, it'll be the Anti-Task Force 500 from Zenjoltis. That is going to be very fun. Our last official Super Speedway event of the season. I say official because we have Greenville Spartanburg, the race after that on the 29th for the Slap On Location 500. Then the Mellow Yellow Southern 500 from Darlington. Yes, before all you Napa fanboys come out and attack me, I just really didn't want to change my logo I initially had for that. And then we got the Jack Frost Ski Resort 400 entering the Tri-State Swing. The Jack Frost Ski Resort 400 from Pocono, McCafferty Ford 400 from Langhorne, the John Andretti 500 presented by Trains and Lanes from Nazareth, once again going to Nazareth. Star Ledger Patriot Day 500 from Trenton on September 11th. That'll be a very somber day for a lot of these drivers. And then the season finale, the Corporate Deployments 500 from the New Jersey Motor Speedway on September 13th will wrap up season number 1, the inaugural season of the NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series. So tune in on Tuesday for the Racing's North Turn Beach Bar and Grill from the Daytona Beach Circuit. That is going to be a fun one, our second longest course of the season. And Joltis, the race after that is a 5 mile super speedway. That is our longest race of the season. But that's all I've got. Once again, congratulations to Nathan Smith on his win. And I have been Trey Wright. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. From the Atlanta Motor Speedway, this has been NASCAR Nerd 34 signing off.